legs, feet, rooting down into the earth. We just got some rain here last night, so imagine your roots getting nourished by a little more moisture, as well as the summer sun that's still with us. Take some deep breaths to arrive. Allow them to be a little calming and grounding. Tapping into the central channel of your body, and so on breath, allow yourself to expand. On inhale, both up and down. And then on exhale, coming back in towards center. Just really gathering into the middle. And on inhale, expand in both directions. And on exhale, gather in the middle. Eyes are closed. Breath is continuous, opening in both directions on inhale. Gathering back in towards center on exhale. Squeeze the belly in to support that low back a bit more. Imagine around you a big ball of peach light, kind of yellowish orangish peach, the color of the season of late summer. And big wide arc of peach light around you. Let's go ahead and reach our arms wide around that big peach light. Inhale, reaching up, interlacing fingers, drawing the palms to the sky, grounding through the pelvis, opening through the armpits. Exhale in a big wide peachy ball down back to the earth. Let your head drop down and look down. Inhale, broaden, widen, expand. Big peach golden light, interlace fingers, palms draw towards sky. Open up the sidelines of the body, drop the shoulders, squeeze the belly, and exhale, draw the arms down. Gaze down. And one more time, opening, expanding, reaching wide and high. At the same time, finding ground, interlace fingers, palms draw high, belly draws in to support low back, pelvis is grounding. And on exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes to the left ear, and your right ear comes to your right shoulder. And just take a nice side stretch for the left side of the neck. And take a circle for that left shoulder, finding your breath. Your expansive and gathering breath. Go ahead and circle out the elbow and the wrist on that left side. Tuck your chin just ever so gently, opening up the back side of the neck, and reach your left arm away, lifting it off the mat. Opening that side neck rather. And we'll draw the left hand to the back of the heart, back of the hand to the back of the heart, and right hand goes in search of the left fingertips. And just open up those elbow points in opposite directions. Energy rising, energy dropping. Left arm, energy dropping, right arm, energy rising. And just take 2 big breaths here, squeezing on exhale, in toward the midline. One more big breath. And let's gently release and just shake it out. Reach your arms high. Interlace your fingers once again. Palms fly to the sky. Pelvis lands on the earth. And exhale, left hand comes to right ear. Right hand comes down. Left ear toward left shoulder. And let's circle out that right shoulder. Opening up the right side of the neck. And then let your elbow circle and your wrist circle. The fingertips can wiggle, wriggle a little bit. Tuck your chin just gently. And then reach your right hand away from your body, coming off the ground and reaching along. Maybe the fingertips rise. Breathe into that right side neck. And back of right hand comes to back of heart. Left fingertips go in search of right. And elbows and shoulders and armpit opens. Breathing into the drawing up and drawing out, down at the same time. Just 2 breaths. then take your hands to the back of your head and let the weight of the hands drop the chin toward the chest and rise the chest up toward the chin. Open the back of the neck. Breathing into the back of the neck and the back of the heart, rounding out the spine a little bit, drawing the belly in, rounding, making a little C curve with the spine. Last breath. And then go ahead and take your fingertips to your throat and let the chin look up and swipe down with your fingertips down the neck space, down into the chest, and just a big sweep open to the heart. And then shake off any excess energy there. Let's find our way to child pose. Feet come together, knees wide, and send your hips back and lengthen your arms out long. And give your tail a nice wag. And those shoulders, let them wag side to side. And then let the head sway side to side like a snake in the grass. Spine is moving, undulating spine. Breath undulating with that spine. Let's go ahead and walk the hands over to the left and reach out along the right side. Left hand can anchor the right hand. Outer right hip pulls back. Breathe into the spaces around the ribs and the waistline. And maybe the right hand walks a little further toward the left. Opening up the low back gently. Last big breath. Sigh it out. And let's walk on over to the other side. Right hand comes on top of left to anchor it. Left shoulder draws back. Outer left hip draws back. And if you like a little movement, a little wiggle into the spaces, the little nooks and crannies of your body, do that. If stillness is better, land and ground. And most of all, breathe. Breathe into that left side. Waistline, spaces between ribs, outer left flank, low back. One more breath. Sigh it out. Let's come back to center and find our inhales and exhales with cats and cows. So an inhale, arching the back, dropping the belly, lifting the eyes and chest. On exhale, rounding it out, squeezing the belly. Give your head a shake and your tail a little wag. And let's keep moving with it in and out. And this can be at your own pacing. But really start to work with the breath. Really start to open your inhales and exhales up, in and out. And notice how much of your spine you can notice and feel and honor. We'll take 3 more rounds. 2 more rounds. Last one, inhale. And last one, exhale. Let's go ahead and bring the left hand underneath the nose, down on the floor, and launch the right arm high to the sky. And spin open, open your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, we're gonna flow with this, threading the needle, right shoulder to the floor. And then on inhale, open back up. And on exhale, thread it out, right shoulder down to the floor. Couple more rounds. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Last one, inhale, open. And we'll thread it out. And this time, if you like, reach your left arm forward and draw your tailbone back. And if it feels good for you, you can lengthen your left leg back, coming on the ball of that left foot, and or floating the left leg up into space. You decide. See if you can find your full length wherever you are, especially through that low back, even as you're spinning gently. Last 2 breaths. Last breath in. And bring that left knee back to the floor if it was up. And let's now launch the left arm to the sky and open the heart to the other side. And reach your left hand back behind you as far as it can go, spinning through the spine. Maybe the left arm wraps around the back for 3, 2 big, full, golden breaths. Last one, inhale. And let's release, exhale, and just move it around in your own way. Coming back to all fours, moving hips, moving shoulders, moving neck, opening the mouth, sticking out the tongue, taking some sighs as you come into your practice. Let's take the second side. So right hand comes right under nose, down on the floor. Left arm flows to the sky. Open the heart, big breath in, feel your wingspan. Exhale, thread it out, left shoulder down to the floor. And we'll flow back up. Inhale, open. Exhale, flow. Shoulder to floor. Last one. Inhale, flowing it up. Exhale, shoulder to earth. Pausing this time. Right arm reaching forward if it feels good. And if it feels right, right leg flowing back. And you get that nice long line from right fingertips to back heel. And, or if you like, float the right leg up into space and breathe. And come into your length. And your ground. And your breath. Let's return the right knee down to the mat if it was up. And launch your right arm up, open to the sky. Lean back, open your heart. If you want, wrap right arm around the back, opening the chest. Maybe spinning all the way to the back of the head, eyes looking to the sky, breath in. Feel the fullness of the moment. And unwind, breath out. Just move it around. Head, shoulders, low back, hips. Let's go ahead and launch ourselves on up to downward facing dog, lifting the hips high. And just land for a moment or two in stillness before walking it out. Find the ground with your palms and with the soles of your feet. And down with the head, letting it release toward the earth like a heavy fruit that's ripe. Launching your hips to the sky. And now if you want, you can bend one knee and then the other, just walking out your dog. Let your head just relax, maybe give it a little gentle nod, yes. And notice what you may be saying yes to in your practice right now. And shake out your head, no. And notice, what are you saying no to in your practice right now? Let's go ahead and lift the right leg up to the sky and circle out the right ankle, both directions. And stack your right hip over the left, and then bend the knee and roll your hip open. Pressing your right foot towards your left shoulder, spreading through the right thigh and belly, and maybe taking a nice circle with that right knee. Just churning out those hips, circling in both directions. Let's go ahead and reach the right leg super high to the sky, big breath in. And then exhale, squeeze in rounded knee to nose, squeeze the belly, round it out. Inhale, reach high, right leg high. Eyes look up. Exhale, rounded, squeeze in, chin tucks, knee tucks, belly squeezes. 2 more, inhale, eyes look up, leg lifts. Exhale, round, squeeze. Last one, lift it up. And this time, squeeze it in, but this time, step the right foot forward. Let's dip down onto the left knee. Reach the arms up high, sink the hips low. Let's interlace the hands behind this time. Draw the belly in, drop through those hips, lift through the heart, and let your eyes gaze up and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up. Sink the hips. Exhale, look down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up. Reach the arms away from you. Shoulders drop, heart lifts. Hands come to the floor now. Straighten both legs. Pull your hips back. Bow your head on down. And if you need to gently bend one knee or the other, please do. If you have blocks and want to use them, put them under your hands.
And if you want, lift the 5 toes of the right foot off the floor. Squeeze the belly in and draw your hips back and bow your head for 3 breaths. Feeling the earth. Maybe reflecting on what fruits have shown up for you, what wonderful fruits you have created through these past months. Let's draw the right foot back down to the floor and walk the right foot over to the right, and then walk the left foot over, walk the right foot over to the left, and walk the left foot over to the right, and squeeze the inner thighs together. And then walk your hands over to the right, pulling back through that outer left hip. Lengthening, and if you like, bowing, squeezing the inner thighs together, spreading through that left side. Maybe the hands walk further, maybe not. 2 breaths. Last breath in. Breathe it out. Walk the hands back to center. Walk your right foot back over to the right, and let's fly into a standing split. Left leg flows to the sky, head bows heavy. And you play with this in your way. So you might really need some supports under the hands, some blocks. You might play with balance, lifting one hand and then the other off toward the right ankle. You might take a little handstand hop. Lift your left leg higher, bow your head deeper wherever you are. Take one more breath, feel the fullness of the moment. And let's go ahead and step back strong into our high plank. Making way, chaturanga, low push-up, and then down to the belly. Rising up into a cobra pose. Hands to the mat, legs lengthen. Eyes look up, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Forehead down toward the floor. Inhale, rise. Legs strong, low back lengthening, heart opening. Exhale, bow. You could just be going a teeny way. It doesn't have to be a big movement. One more. Inhale, rise. Shoulders drop, heart lifts. Exhale, full bow. Let's press it back to child pose, reaching arms long and low back long. And on your next exhale, finding your way back, downward facing dog. Find stillness for a moment, palms and feet spreading into the earth. Chest and belly drawing back toward thighs, head hanging like a ripe fruit. Let's go ahead and reach the left leg high to the sky and circle out the left ankle both directions. Bend the knee, stacking left hip over right, rolling open, and then taking your circle with that left knee. And be sure to circle in both directions. Launch your left leg super high to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, round and squeeze in knee to nose. Inhale, reach it on up high. Look up, lift left leg. Exhale, chin to chest, knee to chest, round in, squeeze belly. 2 more. Inhale, open, lift eyes, lift leg. Exhale, round, gather. Last one, reaching high, opening up. Exhale, squeeze round in, step left foot forward, dip down onto the right knee, sink your hips, reach your arms this time up to the sky in a wide V. Drop down through the hips, drop down through the shoulders, lift up through the fingertips, the chest, the eyes. Take a breath. If you like, steeple finger your hands above you. Feel the fullness of the pose. Exhale, hands come down. Let's pull back through the hips. Bow your head on down. Shake out any strain or stress through the spine, through the breath, the jaw, the head. If you like, lift the 5 toes of the left foot. And let's go ahead, walk the left foot over to the right side of your mat and the right foot over to the left side of your mat, creating a crisscross, squeezing those inner thighs. walking your hands over to the left. And you'll get a nice pull, lengthening motion for the low back, the flank on the right side. Pull back through that outer right hip. Spine is long. Maybe the head is bowed, maybe not. Feel what feels best. Spread out your 10 toes. Make sure, if you can, find ground for all those 10 toes. Squeeze the inner thighs one more time. And let's release. Walk hands back. Walk left foot back to the left. And let's fly into our standing split. Head bows. Shake out your head. Find your joy with this, whatever that is for you. Maybe it's just counting breaths, finding your stillness, finding the earth, reconnecting, slowing down, coming back to your true deep center. Last breath. Let's step back strong into high plank. And this time we will just hover for Chaturanga. Inhale, your version, up dog, broaden the heart, thighs could be floating or earthbound. Exhale, pull it back, downward facing dog, breath in. A sigh out. Take a moment to wiggle your hips. Draw your shoulder blades wide on your back. Let your chest open. Your palms and feet spread. Last breath in. Exhale everything out. Bend your knees, look forward. Spring step or float to the front. Reach out, lift and lengthen, flat back. And exhale, let's fold in our ragdoll pose. Bend your knees a lot. And walk your feet nice and wide. And let your head hang heavy. And find a place for your hands or arms that feels just right for you. I'm tucking mine under my feet today. You might take opposite hand to opposite elbow. See if you can sort of connect with that theme of late summer, of earthward energy, of slowing down, of the color yellow and orange. See how those things kind of stir through your body. Releasing the back, the spine, the legs, the feet, the head. Let's bring the hands to the head and take some massage time for the hair, the back of the neck, the jaw. Stick out your tongue, massage your temples and your shoulders. Send yourself some extra love and self-care right now. Pat yourself on the back for showing up today, whether you're here present or on the recording. Release your hands back to the floor. Toe heel your feet together, bend your knees. Roll your way gently up to standing. Reach your arms out wide. Take right hand to left wrist and take a nice wide side bend on the left side. Left foot stamps down, left fingertips reach over to the right. Open up the left side. Make it as big or small as feels right for you. And come back to center. Left hand takes right wrist and side bend off to that side. Opening up the right side. Breathing into the right side body. Spreading, grounding through the right foot. Come on back to center. Look up and take a back bend. Lift your heart, walk your fingertips along the ceiling. Stay grounded through the feet and legs. Energizing through the kneecaps and the heart and the fingertips. Take a breath. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then just by your sides for mountain pose. So finding your ground. Letting your shoulders land down. If they've been up by your ears, let them drop. Take a moment to feel your feet on the floor, the earth. Your intentions coming back into your body rather than being wide and scattered in the ether. Let's flow the arms high, breath in. And swan dive forward and down. Maybe knees bend to take you all the way down. Inhale, flat back long, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step strong, jump, high plank, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pull it back, downward facing dog. Right leg flows to the sky, bend the knee and roll your hip open. Exhale, right knee to right, elbow, tricep, shoulder. Inhale, lift it up high. Exhale, right knee to left, elbow, tricep, shoulder. Inhale, rise it high. Exhale, knee to nose, round it in. And let's step forward right into warrior two. So swing wide. Inhale, let's reverse the warrior. And we're gonna flow with this. Exhale to that side angle shape. Left arm reaches over. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left arm reaches over. Left side gets long. Left leg grounds. Two more. Inhale, reverse. Oh, opening up the side body. Exhale, left side. Last time, inhale, reverse. And elbow lands, left arm reaches over, and just take a few breaths here. If you want to reach the right arm alongside the left, you could do that. And or right hand could come deeper, down to shin or block or floor. And let's take that half bind. But before we do that, just take a big wide circle with the left arm. Just let it circle around you and follow it with your eyes. Circling in both directions. And then let it land behind you, opening the heart. Let your gaze go down. Let your gaze go down. So look down and connect to the earth. But let your heart spin up toward the sun. Right knee opens toward pinky toe. Back leg strong for 3. Low back lengthening, 2. Last breath. Let's return to warrior 2. Straighten out your right leg and turn your toes in. And just take a little circle through those hips. Maybe it's a figure 8, whatever dance you like. Maybe the shoulders come along for that dance. And maybe the head does too. Spread out your toes. Let's draw the hands to the low back and just give the low back a little rub with your fists or your fingertips. Lengthen through the legs, drop through the tail and low back. Lift through the heart. Elbows spin toward one another. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hips go back, hands come to the floor, head bows heavy. And again, let your spine lengthen. Find the perfect length for your legs. Maybe they're wide, maybe they're more narrow. Maybe the head touches the floor, or maybe it dangles far away from the floor. You could also place a block under your head. Inner thighs spin back behind you. Spine gets long. Belly squeezes on every exhale. Let's come to our flat back, breath in. Right hand comes right under nose. And left hand comes to sacrum at the back. And again, just lengthen out your low back by the touch of your left hand. Seeing how your pelvis wants to arrange itself to give yourself the maximum ease and comfort through low back. Take another breath. There's a little spin that's going on here. And then we're going to walk the hands over to the left. Right hand might take left foot or ankle, maybe not. And pull back through the hips. And open up that right outer waistline, low back, hip. You get it all the way through the arm, perhaps. Everyone's going to feel it in a different place. Take 2 more breaths. Let this evolve in your way. Moving on back through center, just pausing in the center for a moment. And then find your way back to the left hand now right under the nose. And the right hand coming to the sacrum and giving yourself a nice little rub there with the low back. Beautiful. Pulling length, squeezing in belly in the front to support that back. Getting strong through both legs. Take a breath. And then walk yourself over to the right. Left hand might take hold of right foot or ankle. And pull back through your hips. And just feel the sweet spread for you, whatever it is, however it looks. Different for all of us. Let your head relax and release. Your breath fill the spaces. Enjoying this slower movement, connection to earth today. Let's come back on through center. And just toe heel your feet to a little more narrow, bend your knees, rise your way up. Let's just turn the left toes out and the right toes in and find our warrior two, second side. And just give a little dance for the shoulders, just because it feels good. And we're gonna flow with our reverse. So inhale, left arm rises to the sky, reverse warrior, open up left side, big tremendous stretch. Exhale, elbow to thigh, right arm reaches over. And we'll take that a few times. Inhale, reverse, left fingertips walk along ceiling, left side gets long. Exhale, right arm sweeps around, right arm gets super long, whole right side. Two more, inhale, reverse. Exhale, elbow to thigh, right arm reaches. Last one, inhale, reverse. Elbow to thigh, this time we land it, and we play within the stillness, whatever that means for you. Maybe the left arm reaches to parallel with the right. Maybe you find a little more ground. Maybe you're just hanging on by a thread, just breathing. Feel what you feel. And then we'll take a big wide circle with the right arm and follow that with your eyes. Oh. Helping to release the head and neck. Look around you. Oh, last one. Wrapping right arm around the back for that half bind. And let your gaze now go down. And let your heart spin up away from the earth. And breathe into these spaces and places. Lengthening low back, squeezing belly in, opening chest and heart. Ease through the head and neck. Last breath. Let's come back to warrior two. Rise up, turn the toes in. Let's turn to face forward. So right toes turn forward, left toes turn forward, like a pyramid shape for the legs. And then left arm flows to the sky, breath in. And reach wide, 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 lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Left hand comes down, maybe to a block. Could be to the inside or on top of or the outside of that front foot. So left hand stays down wherever it is, and right arm first comes to the sacrum, finding that length for your low back, and then spinning. Right arm rises to the sky. Back leg spreads and grounds the pose. For 3, big breaths, 2, last breath, and let's release, and we'll step through vinyasa, high to low, upward facing. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a sigh out. And let's just step the left foot forward and right hand stays grounded. Left hand comes to sacrum, low back. Find your balanced hips. From there, let's spin it. Turn your heart to the left. Launch your left arm skyward. Feeling into this gentle but powerful twist. Inner right elbow rolls forward, just a little detail. And exhale, let's release. Let's vinyasa through, meeting in downward dog, high to low, upward facing, flowing through, downward facing dog. Give your head a nod yes and a shake out no. And then let's walk the hands back to the feet and sink our way into a squat and turn the toes out and the heels in and draw your hands to your heart or towards your heart. If your thumbs can touch your heart, that's great. Now drop your belly down, or your low back rather, down, and squeeze your belly in. This is a great release for the low back. And those elbows opening up your inner thighs. Just breathe into the shape that you're making. Now you can stay right here, or if you want to try a crow pose, you could. Bringing your hands down to the mat. The inner thighs are hugging the triceps. You're going to shift your weight forward onto your fingertips, and you're just going to play, like maybe both legs float up into space. Maybe just one foot does and then the other. You just play. Maybe neither do. Maybe the toes stay down. So you find it wherever you are today. And then shift your weight back to that squat. Reach your arms high. Rise your weight up to standing. Take those side bends. Right hand takes left wrist, side bend. Left hand takes right wrist, side bend. Come back to center. Heart lifts toward the sky, gaze. Walk your fingertips along the sky, big breath in. Feet, legs grounded. Exhale, fold forward and down, knees bend to take you there. Inhale, reach long, lift and lengthen, flat back, belly strong. Walk your way forward, high plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Thighs are balanced. Exhale, down dog, pull hips back. Right leg flows to the sky. Right foot steps to left wrist. And walk your hands back in pigeon pose. So hands walk back, hips bow into the earth, heart rises to the sky. Breathe. Feel yourself connected, earth and heaven. It's such a great practice for this time of year. And then when you're ready, just fold in, bow forward, and fully connect with earth energy. Bowing to the earth, to its gifts, to the fullness of summer and the coming of spring, of fall rather. Woo! Let's not skip ahead now. What can you let go of? What is full right now? What is to be harvested? Celebrating something that you've created this season. Even if it's tiny. Let's rise on up. Right knee stays bent and left leg swings forward. So right heel comes right up toward the pelvis. Left leg is extended. And just take a moment to just touch your fingertips to the earth. Let it be graceful and gentle. And there's a gentle spin toward the extended left leg, which is just about in front of you, maybe a little off center. Feel your pelvis on the ground and feel that gentle spin and feel the grace of the fingertips touching the floor. And let your breath be guided by these shapes and this sort of energy, what shows up. And let's gently, gently fold forward, reaching your right arm toward the outer left shin or knee or foot, wherever you land. Left hand can walk back behind you, so we're spinning to the left. And a nice lengthening out for that low back. Head bows as best you can. Surrender. Opening up the back body. Again, honoring that which has been. Short term, long term. Last couple breaths. Can you open up that low back just a little more? And we'll rise. And we'll bend the knees and just windshield wiper side to side. Easing out through those hips. And let's fling off the stuff that's getting in the way of us seeing our clarity and our beauty. Oof. The hips can lift off or not. And we'll find our way back somehow to downward facing dog, your way, any way you want to get there. Maybe through vinyasa, hop, jump, skip there. And let's lift the left leg to the sky, bend the knee, roll it open. And step left foot to right wrist. And walk your hands back and lift your heart high. And just take a moment, feeling the earthward energy, feeling the heavenly energy. Really holding both. honoring both at this beautiful time of year. A lot of expansion and the beginning, the hints of contraction. And we'll bow. And really honor the earth here. Really say thank you to the Mother Earth, that which always holds us up, that which gives us all of our sustenance. We're part of the earth. We're like the skin of the earth. Release your jaw, back of neck. Let your breath be bigger. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. And let's release and rise and keep your left knee bent and spin your right leg forward. Left heel comes close to pelvis. Right leg extends almost in front of you, and just take a moment, let your fingertips just like really gracefully touch the earth. And then gently, gently, a little spin toward the right leg, extended leg. Just take a moment there. And when you feel ready and called to lengthen, you do that. Feeling into the twist and the length. Maybe left hand touches shin or knee or foot. Right hand reaches back behind you and really just lengthen out to your degree, the best way you can. Stay in integrity in your spine. See if you can really find yourself in length and in service to the low back. Releasing also through the hips and the neck, all of these things. This is such a great pose for all of that. Breathing bigger and bigger. Opening up a little more. How could you find a little more opening? And we'll rise. And we'll find our way to lying on our backs. And just do what you need to do. Hug your knees, give yourself a kick, whatever it is. Just enjoy. Let's find ourselves meeting in a happy baby, taking soles of feet or creases of knees, and in your own timing, rocking side to side. Let your head go with the rock. And let your legs widen out into a wide-legged V. So the hands guide those inner thighs open. The belly is strong. And the hands, now we're going to reach through the inner thighs and we're going to pulse and lift up. Exhale 10, lift 9, 8, reach 7, 6, lift 5, 4, 3, 2, legs float to the sky, reach up for 10, 9, 8. If you need to cradle your head, do so. 7, 6, 5, belly strong, 3, 2, opposite hand to opposite ankle, rising like you're climbing a rope, lifting 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and give it a squeeze, hug it in. Tuck your chin and lengthen through your tail. Find that happy baby again and rock it out. Let your head go with it. And we're going to find an inversion now. So you can swing right into a shoulder stand if that's in your practice. And otherwise, lift your legs to the sky. Place a block under your hips. I'm going to show this version, so just safer for those of you who don't know shoulder stand. If you don't have a block, it's okay. Just lift the legs to the sky. Take your inversion and let everything melt from the feet back down into the belly, the hips, down the legs. Grounding into your back. If you're in shoulder stand, really lift those legs up, up, up.
while grounding through the shoulders and upper back and upper arms rather. Chin is not tucked in shoulder stand. If you like, bend your knees by your forehead or down around your ears. And we'll gently, gently, gently find our way on out of this, nice and slow. We're going to take a fish counter pose. So bring your hands, palms face down under your butt, lengthen out your legs, toes pointed, arms are long, and you're going to inhale up on your forearms and lift your heart and open your throat and let your head drop back. Maybe the head touches the floor, maybe not. Maybe you stick out your tongue. You stay with this as long as feels good. Opening heart, opening throat, 1, 2, 3 last breaths, whatever it is for you. To come down, tuck the chin. Take a moment here, bend the knees, come off the hands. Left knee hugs in, right leg extends and we'll twist. Left knee across the body. Twisting, left arm opening, wringing out, breathing. Opening heart, really releasing the low back. And there's a squeeze of the belly that helps this wringing out happen. Stay as long as you like. When you feel ready, we'll switch it up, coming through middle, hugging right knee into chest, lengthening left leg long. And as you're ready, spinning off to the other side. Right knee goes left, right arm extends out right. Gaze goes to the right. And wring out this side. And sides are different. So notice what you notice here. Let it be a gift for this practice, for your body, for your mind. And finding our way back to center. Give yourself one final squeeze in the middle. Really recentering the pelvis and the legs and the spine. And then allow yourself to rest and open back into Shavasana. Taking a big, wide open, resting stance here. And as you arrive back to the earth in a balanced way, just envision yourself encircled by that golden peach light. Like the big, wide summer sun is shining upon you. And you are the harvest. You are the ripe fruit. You are just right. You are ready to be enjoyed, as well as saving this energy. Maybe you store a little bit of it up for those cold winter months when you need to remember the peach light, the taste of summer, the sweetness of this moment. Let that bring you into a deep rest, a deep, short rest. Hmm. Finding some extra exhales to ground you in even more. Just letting those exhales really come into your attention. Hmm. And take a big breath in. Big, expansive breath. And a long breath out. Inhale, full, deep, and slow. And exhale, let it go. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Continuing these deep, full, slow breaths. Let your head roll easy side to side. When you're ready, roll onto your side and curl up and round in. And let your forehead drop to the floor. If there's anything to release back into the earth, now is a great time to do that. Letting go of that which does not serve you, that which does not belong to you, that which is excess, let it go. Sigh it out, say a word, say a prayer, see a vision. And then rise on up to seated. And take your seat. Feel your ground. Feel your height as well, your expanse. Imagine you were as big as the sun and as bright and beautiful and glowing as the sun. Let yourself glow. Let yourself open. Such a full, expansive time. We'll reach the arms out wide all the way around us just to feel that full expanse of self and all that which is around. And then exhale, gather the hands to the heart and just look down into the heart space. And let your heart be as wide open as the sun. Let yourself feel that sun energy, that earth, that round energy. It's a great time to take in the roundness of all things, the fullness. Let's bow our heads down to the heart and just acknowledge the fullness of now. Whatever that is, it is enough. It is full. It is beautiful. Hands come to third eye center. And we'll bow to one another. Namaste.